Loach Engineering began as S.W. Loach Machinery in the 1930s. Smiley William, or Bill, Loach apprenticed as a tool and die maker at several Toronto companies, and eventually set up his own business during the Great Depression in his basement. He produced conveyors and small machine parts for local companies that included Weston Bakeries, Manning Cookies, Marconi Electronics, and Goodyear Tire and Rubber. Bill Loach's son Roy joined the company after graduating from mechanical engineering at the University of Toronto in 1952. Roy hadn't planned on joining his father's firm, but when his father presented son Roy with business cards with his name on them and the new company name S.W. Loach & Son Limited, it was a done deal. Roy grew the company from a small shop to a mature manufacturer. The Sheridan Company in New York, a major producer of bookbinding and newspaper inserting machinery, began ordering custom machines from S.W. Loach & Son, and soon purchased half of the company. Sheridan Loach prospered until the Harris Corporation bought Sheridan in 1971 and promptly closed the Toronto shop and moved all manufacturing to Champlain, New York. Roy became a salesman for Harris in Canada. After a few years, Roy became restless and, with a loan against his house, incorporated Loach Engineering Limited. Roy's son John joined his father in 1980 after earning a mechanical engineering degree from University of Toronto. Commission sales and a few orders for book stackers and conveyors kept the company afloat. Younger brother Keith Loach joined the company in 1985 after earning a Bachelor of Music from University of Toronto. In 1987, the company split into two. Keith started Loach Systems Inc. to represent Harris in Canada and to supply the packaging industry with shrink-wrap machines from Sitma, an Italian manufacturer, and plastic film wrap from the industry leader Cryovac. John's company, Loach Engineering Inc., moved to Kingston, Ontario, and John and Patty opened a large factory on Hickson Avenue. Patty took over inventory control, purchasing, receiving, payroll, and bookkeeping. Loach in Kingston created machinery for large customers that included R. Donnelly, Arcada Graphics, Quebecor, Rand McNally, the Toronto Star, and the Globe and Mail. Loach Engineering cornered the U.S. market for high-speed pocketbook handling and built a custom-designed palletizer for Rand McNally's Encyclopedia Britannica production. The boxes of encyclopedias were very heavy, and Rand McNally felt that existing palletizers weren't up to the job. Luckily, John met Hank Bolton of Involvo North America at the 1989 Pack Expo, an annual packaging trade show in Chicago. Hank had noticed a small machine that Loach Engineering had on display, and Hank and John chatted about machine design capabilities and long-distance running. Hank represented companies specializing in the paper manufacturing industry and had recently installed a cheque packaging machine at the John H. Harland Company in Atlanta, Georgia. Harland needed more of these machines for their plants across the United States, but the Atlanta machine was troublesome. Hank felt that Loach may be able to design a better machine and secured an order from Harland for a Loach-designed closeout system. The closeout machine put checkbook orders into boxes. Each order was a pile of about 10 checkbooks. Boards holding 12 orders arrived from the binding machines at almost 2 boards per minute. The closeout machine removed the orders from the boards and scanned the orders' barcodes to retrieve the necessary instructions. Customers could request things like vinyl covers in various colors and register books. Orders from many banks were processed, and each bank had its own notice sheets and ads that needed to be inserted. After collecting the inserts, the machine closed the box and wrapped the order ready for shipping. A mailing label was applied, ready for the United States Postal Service. Security was paramount to prevent incorrectly shipping check orders. Barcodes were verified at several points during the process. Loach Engineering also designed and built the zip code sortation machines for the large check printing plants. The check orders were sorted into up to 2,500 bags, with intricate software to keep track of zip code volumes and destinations. The USPS offered the check printers substantial discounts for this sorting service. Over the next 10 years, Loach supplied over 40 of these large packaging and sorting machines to the check printing industry. The Kingston facility was extremely busy. At its peak, 40 people worked over 3 shifts a day, and the local Kingston suppliers of automation equipment posted record sales to Loach. Computers became a very important part of Loach Engineering's products. Machines were designed using the latest 3D modeling applications, and real-time machine control required high-end hardware and software from industry leaders such as Allen Bradley and Siemens. When the available check printing industry's machinery needs were filled, John and Patty, with extremely heavy hearts, decided that the risks of developing another line of equipment to maintain production were too high. On May 2, 2003, they advised their employees, some of whom had been with them from the beginning, that Loach Engineering was ceasing all operations.